Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 255 of the Level Up program and day number 95 of the Brown Belt. And it is the day after Christmas, so let's see how it goes. Might be a little sluggish today. I did a little bit of warming up, and it actually went really well. In the chat, we got Lazy Dog, who checked in way before I did. We also got Marble Fork, who's driving and will be listening along the way. And we got Roger from OMC Craps checking in. Good morning to everyone. And in the wings here at the CMJ dungeon, we also have Mama CMJ. So my mom is actually sitting in and watching in. So if you hear any groaning questions, anything in the side wings, that's coming from her. Or it might be me complaining, who knows. But anyhow, let's get started here. We're going to start off with the 545 for hardware set. We're starting at stick right 1 today. And again, we're going to continue on with the Blue Collar Craps series. And the Blue Collar Craps series is all about the average person betting at the craps table. So if you have like a $500 to $1,000 or even a $1,500 bankroll, well, how would you be betting? And this is how I actually really bet in the casino, because my buy-ins really are not that much. I usually buy in for anywhere between $200 to $500, $200 to $1,000, somewhere in that area is my buy-in range. So I'm not a big roller, not a high roller when I'm in the casino. A lot of times I will do what's called a horseman strategy, which I will not do it myself. So I usually don't do it much on video here, but I'll do a lot of other strategies that I will show as we go forward. Let's start off right now. We'll start off with a $10 pass line bet. Since I'm the shooter, I do have to make a bet on a line. I'm going to adjust my computer screen here, so give me 1 second. And let's get started right away. So we've got 8 people watching so far on YouTube. There's 3 likes, and I'm not sure about Crapsee. I'll let you guys know a little bit. If you're playing along with Crapsee, by the way, the code is F5M8M5, or you can click that play button on the Crapsee app, and it'll bring you right to my table. And let's go. All bets set. Dice out, coming out looking for a point. And the dice landed in the mixing bowl just a little bit, enough to throw them to the right. We have a 2-1-3. That is a Alfredo sauce, ace deuce, and that is a loser on the come out for the pass line. So that $10 that we had on there, we lost. Let's see if we can get it back here. So we'll go back up again for another $10. Good morning, Coach Joe. And hopefully everybody had an enjoyable Christmas yesterday. It was very relaxing here at my house. We did a lot of family stuff. We had a lot of good meals. I got up after my live stream yesterday and I made a nice breakfast for everybody. We had ham and eggs and some cheese and some juice and stuff like that. That was good. And then instead of the traditional Christmas dinner yesterday, I made homemade chimichangas last night, and they were freaking awesome. So again, $10 pass line bet, and we're gonna go all bet set here, 545 for hardware set. And again, shooting from stick right 1. We're making sure that the dice are tight together, square to the table, square to the back wall. Find that landing zone and throw them down. I don't like the way that right die bounced up, but hey, we got a 5-2-7. That's a come out winner now. So we lost and then we won. So we're back to even again. And with the Blue Collar Craps, when I'm at the casino, if I have a $100 win, that is all I'm looking for, guys. It's all I'm looking for is that $100 win. And I don't want to get greedy. Every time you get greedy is usually when you end up losing it all. I do go into the casino to try to make money. It's not to have fun. Yeah, I do like to have fun, and I do like to enjoy the game when I'm there. But my goal is to make money when I'm walking out. So, for example, the blue collar craps, I've gone 3 times. The last 3 times at the casino have been a winner, and I've won a total of $110 total between the 3 times. So we won, I believe it was the last time was $27. Time before that was like $43. So I don't go to make big bucks. But we're constantly adding to the bankroll so we can make that bankroll larger. Again, we got a $10 pass line bet here. And let's go all bets set. And that's what blue collar craps is about. John calls it a daily paycheck. I call it a let's increase the bankroll a little bit at a time. That right dice stuck to the table. We got a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So that is going to be our point. So we're on that 6. And I will let everybody know when I was warming up, I threw about 8 to 10 throws, and over half of them were an 8, a version of the 8. Most of it was a 5-3, but we had a couple 4-4s. So that was a hot number to start off with, but 6 is our first point. We're going to go 66 inside, and that's going to be $15 on a 5 and 9, $18 on an 8. Let's go $10 pass line odds. So we currently have $68 on that table. And again, we're going to go with the 5-4-5-4 hardware set. So how was everybody's Christmas yesterday? Put it in there. What did you do? What did you eat? What was your favorite part of yesterday? And let's go all bets set here. And we're going to be looking for an inside number to hit. We got 10 people watching, so we are slowly increasing the number of people that are waking up to CMJ day after Christmas. A little bit long on that landing zone again, but this time we got magic aces, 1-1-2. So unless you're playing the ATS or a horn number, that is no help. That does nothing for me. So Lazy Dog got an Xbox. Wow. Somebody was good. I can honestly say this is the first time I did not get much for Christmas, but I actually enjoyed it. It was actually a very, very relaxing, very enjoyable time. It really was. Good morning, Frida. The only thing I got yesterday was a huge stomach, too much to eat. So anyhow, let's go all bets set here. Again, now the last one did nothing for us. So again, we're looking for an inside number. Make sure the dice are square. And tight. Dice out. That right die stuck again, guys. And we got a 2-5-7. Ouch. So we lost that 60-some dollars that was up there. That was a short roll. And I kind of had a good idea that was happening because that dice split apart when they left my fingers. And that usually when that front of the dice, so let me see if I can get in the camera here. When the dice are together, you want them tight. And when they split apart a little bit in the front there, and let's see, there you go. So you want them tight. This is hard to do in the camera. If they split apart, that's usually when that 7 shows up, at least for me. I don't use it as an excuse because that's something I need to train myself to stop doing in that. So Roger had cooked some roast rib with all the fixins. Frida's checking in. And Lazy Dog got a weed eater. There you go. Something to get lazy and something to do some work. So 5-4-5-4 harder set. We're going back up $10 on the pass line. We got to get that $68 that we lost back somehow. So let's double up once. Let's go $20 on the pass line, and I'm going to go 2-1-2 on the ATS. Remember, I'm going to hedge this out. So 2-1-2 on that ATS. We're going to go with a $3 craps check. So we've got $28 on the table right now. We're going to call that all bets set. And dice out. Now it felt comfortable, and there we go. We got a 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So like I said, when I warmed up, I had 4 or 5 8s out of about 8 to 10 rolls. So that is consistent with how I was warming up here. That is a primary hit, meaning that we got a hardway set, hardway result. Again, we're going to go with that hard eight, I'm sorry, not hard eight. We're going to go with the 66 inside bet level. Actually, we're going to double it up. We're going to go to the 132 across bet level. So we got 30 bucks on the 5 and 9. We got 36 on that 6. Let's go with $15 in pass line odds. If you guys need rebuys, let me know. I have been approving them, and so far they've been going through. I'm not having any problems. Usually I have problems with my approving of the rebuys, something that's on the Crapsee side of things. But we're going to go all bets set here and dice out. Ooh, I pulled that a little bit. But guys, we got lucky. We buckshot it at point. We got a 4-4 hard 6. So I hit that mixing bowl just slightly, not to throw the dice to the right, but we got lucky. Landed on that hard 8 square pair again. So we buckshot it at point. So that's point made, point hit. So Coach Joe's son is leaving for the Army and says hi. And that is DJ, I believe his name is. And DJ I met about a year ago. So I'm glad to see that my streaming is terrible. So I'm going to keep on going here, guys. Hopefully it checks back in. But for some reason, YouTube does show that it is streaming hard or bad. And there we go. It connected back again decent. So, okay. So hopefully it's not lagging too much on your end. Again, I'm just going to keep on rolling. I know that once I end the live stream, it will come across pretty good. So pass along a hello to DJ as well from Roger OMC Craps. 5-4-5 for hardware set. Let's go all bet set. And dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. And Chiro's a dear friend of ours that we lost this last year. And 6-5 is his number. That is no help, though to us. It actually is, because we went to that $40 parlay bet. So we're going to go back down again since we get one on that. I forgot that was a come out, so that is a winner on that. Let's go back to a $10 pass line bet here. I'm not going to pick up a craps check this time. So far, and we've only hit a number, and we hit the buckshot of it. We've brought back $69 already. So we've earned back everything that we lost on that first shooter. So it's almost like we're starting over from scratch here now. So 5-4-5-4, and that's why we do the parlay or the laddering up of the bets here to get at least that money back. It's kind of a recovery system, something that I learned from Alfredo a while back. So let's go all bets set here. And I don't know why my YouTube was lagging there for a second, but we're up to 18 people watching right now. Dice out. Dice landed, they crossed, and we have a 3-2-5. That's a Justice 5. So 5 will be our new point. And again, we got our money back that we lost in that first shooter. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take all of our box numbers down. We're gonna go back to that 66 inside bet level. So remember when we started the shooter number 2, we started at the 132. It was a laddering up of that 66. So let's go back down to the 66 inside. So we're starting as if it was like brand new here. So we got $18 on a 6 and 8. We got 15 on that 9. Let's go $10 in pass line odds. Good morning, Dusted One. Hopefully you had a nice warm Vegas Christmas, my friend. And again, we're sticking 5 for 5 for hard reset. We're going from stick right 1. And again, like I said, guys, let me know what you got for Christmas. Let me know what you ate yesterday. Let me know how your day went. I know that was not a traditional Wisconsin Christmas because it was 45 degrees outside and I was wearing a flippin' t-shirt as I'm walking to the car and driving around to the different family members yesterday. It was warm. So Santa was not good to me this year other than through my stomach because I ate a lot of food. But it was a good time yesterday. So all bets set and dice out. And we got a 156. That's a KitchenAid mixer. I did not like the way that one looked going down. It landed a little short. There was a little low energy, and I can't believe I'm saying low energy because I do want low energy with the dice when they hit the back wall, but that was almost a little bit too low. I know when I went to the casino the other day, I was warned because like I said, I shot yesterday. I was telling you about this. I had my roll a couple days last week, Friday at the casino, and I had the dice for about 15 rolls I had on that one shooter, and I only shot once. And of those 15, probably 10 of them didn't hit the back wall with both dice. And I got warned a couple times, which is very rare. Oh, Dustin, when you're not in Vegas right now, you're in the mountains chasing that white Christmas. Well, Wisconsin definitely was not white, which is funny because we had 4 inches of snow on Halloween this year, but we had nothing since. That's kind of unusual for us. But anyway, we got a 6 on that last roll, so we're going to do 20, or we're going to do pressure inside here. We're going to press up each of the inside numbers 1 unit. So we're going to go to $24 on the 6, $24 on the 8, 20 on that 9. We're sticking with that $10 pass line bet with $10 odds. So we have a total of $93 on the table. We've already brought back $90 on this shooter. Again, that recovers from that first one. Oh, hey, good call on that one. Who said that? Check the last Randy did. Good morning, Randy. Let me get that changed. That was a 6.5. How did 61 come up? That's weird. Let me get that changed here really quick. Actually, I have it entered correctly on my side. That just shows up weird on KPI. So that somehow, guys, is just the way it's showing up on there. Because on my side, I actually have it set up as a 6.5. I don't know why it showed up as a 6.1. It is really strange. Really strange on there. But thanks for pointing it out, Randy. Again, I have no idea why that's doing that. But everything should be reading. It still did not come up as a 6.5 on top, though. That's interesting. Huh. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I don't know how to fix that, guys, so it's going to have to stick like that for now. But thank you for letting me know that. So how did Oneida change the tables? What Coach Joe's asking. They didn't. Everything was the same. I just got up there and I was shooting from stick right 1 for the second time ever live in a casino, even though I've been practicing it for how many months here at my table. And for some reason, I was landing up short. And I will tell you this right now, guys, and I'm sorry I'm taking a little bit of time doing this, but this is what it looked like when I was at the casino. Remember, I'm shooting from the opposite side of the table here right now, but there was a guy who had a $10 pass line bet right at my landing zone. And then the come bet on the table was right about here. And there's a guy that was betting $100 come bets all the time. And I was having to shoot, and I was trying to figure out if I shoot and land here to bounce it over. Because remember, I've always said that at the Oneida where I play, the back wall is right here. So you only have a little bit of distance between that pass line and the back wall. So I was trying to decide if I'm going to bounce the dice over or if I was going to land the dice on the opposite side, and that's why I think I was getting screwed up a little bit. But other than that, Oneida did not change their table over like they said they were gonna. They said they were going to go to the 8-foot tubs, and they decided not to do that. So let's go. How about set here? Dustin one goes his least favorite number in bingo is 61. That's too funny. But I have no idea why it's in on KPI, but that was a good catch. Dice out. And we got a 1-5, the KitchenAid mixer again, so that is a consistent number once again. So that entered incorrectly there on my side. So yeah, that is really weird. I'm really interested to see why it's doing that on KPI. But we got a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer for our next hit here. And that was after we pressed it up here. So now we're able to come down to 44 inside. So we got a $5 profit off the second shooter. So technically we're up for the day so far, somewhere around that $5 to $10 mark. Let's take all of our bets down. We'll go to 44 inside. That's going to be $10 on a 9, $12 on a 6 and 8. We took our pass line odds off, so we have only $10 on that pass line. And this is where we start trend betting now. So now we are in the profit for the day, and this is where we're going to start bringing our bets up as fast as possible. This shooter alone, we brought back $118, and we only have 49 on the table right now. Good morning, Brian from Hawaii. Hopefully you had a nice 70-degree warm Christmas yesterday. We were only probably about 25 degrees colder than you were, Brian, and you, I would guess, are on your way to Vegas right now. So hopefully you have safe travels, my friend. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. Looking for inside numbers yet. And we got a 639 center field 9. Dice landed. They both bounced from a good landing area right into the mixing bowl. They came down with a 9. So that's going to allow us to do some pressure here. We'll be able to bring a little bit of money back to rack. We're going to bring that 9 up to, actually, we're not going to bring weight. We're going to drop an extra dollar on the table. We'll bring that 9 up to 15, and we'll put $10 in pass line odds right now, because we usually sister press that first hit at this level. Got down to 65, says Brian. That's too funny. Sucks to be you, my friend. I wish it was 65 in December in Wisconsin, but not happening. But we are actually going through a heat wave right now. It actually did chill down a little bit last night. Got down close to 30 last night. But we're gonna go all bets set here. We have $15 on that on the 9, 12 on the 6 and 8, $10 pass line odds with $10 bet. All bets set. We're playing the ATS right now, so we need that 10 and that 12 for the tall. Dice out. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That would be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So that does nothing for our bets. So no help for me, but if you're playing that 10, that will help pay out on that one for you. So Brian's leaving this afternoon. He has one more practice after my live stream, so thank you, and good luck with that. And Roger goes hopes that all Brian's practices do pay off. And I hope that the tables stay hot or warm for you, so that way you can make some moolah. Good morning, John GT, checking in. Got 18 people watching right now. We got 8 likes, so make sure you give me that thumbs up on the way out, guys. If you do like what you're seeing here, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And if you're watching the live stream but you have not said hi in the chat, please say hi in the chat so we can respond back and everybody will know who's here and we can all talk back and forth. We'll go all bets set. 5 for how do we set? And we got stick rate 1. They set. And we got a 1-3-4. That's the Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So 1-3-4. And that, I don't know what crap. KPI is really acting up on me today, guys, and I'm not really sure why, because 5 is the point. And I don't know why it's not showing up on KPI. That is very, very, very weird. So what you see on KPI, guys, which is on my monitor, please use with a grain of salt, please. I don't know why it's not showing up there. It's acting up very weird, so I'm gonna have to reset that when we get done today. But anyhow, never mind. I put the wrong number in Crapsee. I'm talking about the 1-3-4 is what I roll, which is what I did roll, but I entered a 1-4-5 in Crapsee, so I messed up now. So hopefully we can get both of them on the same page. We'll see what happens. That point is 6-1. No, it's not a question mark. That's 6-1 that you see up there, Dustin, one that actually on my side is entered. If you look at the dice combination, there is a 6-5 combination, so that's an 11. I don't know. Again, I'm having lots of problems with KPI today, so I don't know what's going on with that. But anyhow, let's go point made, unfortunately, on Crapsee. So we're going to start over looking for a new point. I entered the wrong one on there. That is my fault 100%. So you are right, Randy. I put in a 5, not a 4. 100% accurate in that. But let's go. $10 pass line here again. Everything else is the same. And let's go dice out. Make and blather. Here we go. The unfortunate part with Crapsee is that you can't go back and change your numbers. KPI you can. We have a 1, 2, 3, come out 3, ace deuce. That's a pass line loser. Problem with Crapsee is I can't go back and change the numbers. Hopefully that's something that they will make as a change in the future editions coming out so I can actually correct the mistakes that I make. But unfortunately I cannot do that. Again, we're going to go back up $10 pass line bet. KPI, I can go back and change. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. Tea leaf power to all, he says. Fortunately, in KPI, I can go back and change it, but for some reason, it's not letting me change that 6-1 that's up there. Interesting. But again, 5-4-5 for hard reset. And everybody is starting to wake up here. We got 20 people watching, 8 likes, and $10 pass line bet. We're going to go all bets set here. Dice out. We're 29 minutes into the stream. And we got a 6-6. The OMC craps all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. Again, pass line loser, come out loser. So we burned another $10 there. But if you're putting at ATS, that was the tall, by the way. So we hit the tall. It did not light up on the KPI again because of that 11 is malfunctioning. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. So that is the tall. We got paid out on the tall side there. So that is a winner for me. We still need that 2 and the 4 to hit the small. And we actually did hit the 4 before, guys, but we inputted the wrong number. But I'm going to leave it open blank as if I did not hit it. So thank you, Roger. The tall, says Lazy Dog. Again, we're going to go $10 pass line bets. So even though we lost at $10, we won $50 on Crapsee because it paid out 60 on the tall and I lost that $10. So $50 overall gain on that one bet right there. 5-4 hard set. And when I was at the casino last Friday, I did hit the tall as well, and I needed the 2 and 6. Today I need the 2 and 4. All bets set. Here we go. A little short on that left dice. It's stuck, but we have a 3-5-8. The Great 8. That would be Leon from Great Craps showing up on a table today. So 8 will be our point. Again, that was a number that was thrown quite consistently when I was warming up, but we really have not thrown it much since starting today. Again, we need the 2 and 4 for the small. Point is 8, so we're going to take the $12 that's on the 8. We're going to move it over to the 5 and make it look like $20. I'm sorry, $15 we're going to make it look like. And everything should be good right now. We have $55 on the table. We have 197 brought back thus far. Again, 5-4-5-4, and this has turned out to be a pretty decent second shooter here. We're in the double digits finally. And let's go. All bets set. I tried putting it in a couple times, Randy. That's 6-5. And it didn't. It's for some reason it's not working. I'll give it another shot once if that's what you want me to do. Where was that? That was right there. Let's see if we can get that 6-5 in there again. Yeah, not working. So for some reason it's not connecting. But I do appreciate the authenticity and the concern of making sure that everything on the screen is accurate. But for some reason on my computer, KPI is not registering correctly. But that was the tall. According to Crapsee, the only mess up that we have is that we actually hit a 4. And then Crapsee does not show 4 because I personally entered it in a 5 instead. So technically, if you're really going, we did not hit a 5 yet, but we did hit the 4. So we would technically need a 2 and 5 to hit the small, but we're going to leave it as it is right now. We'll go all bets set and dice out. I split apart when he left my fingers just slightly, and we got lucky. We got a 6-3 center field 9. So that is a nice hit. We'll be able to press that 9 up now. And again, the other thing on KPI is not showing where my point is at. We have a point of 8 right now, by the way. But there's definitely a malfunction in KPI today. I could turn it off the screen so you guys didn't have to see it. But it helps me a little bit keep rhythm of everything. So we're going to go $25 on that 9. So that is bringing 21 back to the rack. We put 10 back out there, so we made a gain of $11 off that bet. $218 brought back to the rack. We have 65 on the table currently. If we hit that 9 one more time, we will pick up the 4 and 10. But so far, we've really only hit each one of those, one time, the 4 and 10. So I'm really not going to pick up any bets. Again, remember, trend betting is actually betting the numbers that are hitting on a consistent basis and trying to bring those bets up as we go. So all bets set here. Days out. And we got a 3-6-9. We're hitting that 9 again. So center field 9. That is awesome. Okay, so normally I would bring that 9 up to 35, but like I said, if we hit the 9 again, which we just did, I'm going to pick up that 4 and 10 for $10 a piece so that we have all of our box numbers covered. So we're going to put $10 place bets on the 10 as well as the 4. We have $85 out there. We brought back $253 to the rack. Hardway set is treating us well, so we're going to stick with that 5-4-5 for hardway set. We're bouncing around with people watching between 18 and 20, cool 20s here watching for us. And we'll call it all bets set. We got $10 on the 4 and 10. We got $25 on the 9, 15 on the 5, 12 on the 6 with a $10 pass line bet. Dice out. That was a weird roll. That the left dice stuck and they both rolled to the left, right. 257, ouch. So that roll finally comes to an end with a 15 roller. And I can tell you right now that roll was really good. It only gave us 5 quality points. So that shows you that there is a malfunction in KPI today. And I cannot go back and change it or reboot it or anything like that, because if I do that, my live stream will actually stop, and I don't want to do that. So we're 36 minutes into the stream today. Let's go a minimum of 1 more shooter, maybe 2 more. We'll see how it goes. So dusted one is up $282. I actually made $168 on that last shooter. So we're up for the day. We have a profit about $80-some after everything is all said and done between the 2 shooters. So right about now, I would be considering either walking away from the table or at least taking a break for this and coming back for a different session. By the way, tomorrow is going to be our last live stream for the week. I'm going to be heading back down to Iowa for the holidays to meet up with the girlfriend's family. And I will be hitting the casinos down there probably 2 different times throughout. We're going to be gone until Sunday morning. So tomorrow will be our last live stream for the week, and then we'll pick back up with our normal schedule starting Monday of next week. So remember, today and tomorrow is the last of this week, and then next week, Monday, is when we'll be hitting it back on a regular basis. I'm also in the works of trying to do some restructuring of the channel as well. And hopefully some of that information will be coming out in the near future on what we're going to be doing. And I also have a plan to be making that table. I know I've been talking about it for a long time. My strong arm isn't showing up on KPI either. I agree with you. KPI sucks right now. But I'm going to have to actually go back to get my numbers entered in correctly on my brown belt results. I'll have to go back and actually watch the video and see what numbers I am getting, so that way I can enter everything in correctly and have an accurate brown belt average for you guys. But $10 pass line bet, all bets set here. They sucked. Left eye stuck again. We had a 1-4-5 horse and buggy. So this time I will enter it in correctly, hopefully. So 1-4-5 for KPI. We have a 1-4-5 for Crapsee. So that way we did it right this time. 5 is the point. So guys, that is weird. Now the point is actually showing on KPI. Interesting. I don't know what's going on with the darn KPI today. That is weird. So 5-4, 5-4. Again, we're going to go 66 inside for our bets. It's going to be $18 on a 6 and 8, 15 on that 9. We'll throw $10 pass line odds out there. And that puts it a total of $71 on the table. We did not do the ATS this time. And we'll go all bets set. Dice out. And the dice landed. This is what happened to me when I was in Green Bay, guys. The dice were landing and they were sticking to the table. So that way they don't even make it to the back wall. So that's exactly what just happened here. We have a 4-2-6, the 2x4. So I do want those dice to hit the back wall so I can watch and make sure that the dice are behaving exactly the way that I want them to behave. And when they don't hit the back wall, it's very difficult for me to analyze what's going on. So we're up to 11 likes. I appreciate the support by everybody. But again, like I said, I'm going to be heading down to Dubuque on Wednesday. As soon as we're done with the live stream tomorrow, we're going to be going down to Dubuque, Iowa. So if anybody's going to be in the area, hook up with me. I would love to meet you guys. They have the Diamond Joe's Casino there. They also have the Q Casino. I'll probably check into Diamond Joe's. I have a $60 credit come in. Comp, and then I'm going to play that quick, and then I'm going to head over to Q Casino, which I like that table better. And that one I have a chance of winning anywhere between $5 to $5,000 depending on what the check is. And I have to be down there Wednesday or Thursday to find out what the comp is. I'm sure they'll give me the $5, not the $5,000, but the potential's still there. We'll find out what happens. And that's all promotion for the New Year's promotions that are coming up here. So all bets set. That last one, we got a 6 in that last one. So we're gonna do pressure, 1 unit pressure on all the inside numbers. So we're gonna go to $24 on a 6 and 8, 20 on that 9. We're gonna keep our pass line odds where they're at. We'll call that all bets set here, and dice out. Here we go. Oh, the dice split apart again, guys, on me. Got lucky. 4, 6, 10. That's Waylon's best friend. Get off that number 6, 4, 10 it was. That's Waylon's best friend on the end this time is Big Ben. So I didn't like the number that it rolled to. It was a 4, 6. It rolled to a certain number that no one wants to see, but then I got it back on that 4, 6 really fast. So if you guys don't believe me, make sure you go on a television set, blow that screen up so you can see what it was. You can tell that I'm not cheating here. Lazy Dog, have a good doctor's appointment here. When Biggie says woof woof, thumbs up, everyone. I appreciate the support. Good morning, John from Seattle. I hope you had a great Christmas as well. We talked about it a little bit before. I had lots of great food. We made chimichangas last night. Chicken chimichangas, homemade. I love making them. They actually turn out really good. And for everybody that doesn't know, John used to be in his former life a chef, so he likes to cook as well. We had a nice ham and egg and cheese breakfast yesterday morning. I made that as well for the family. So I am definitely a couple pounds heavier after yesterday. Dice out. And we got a 2-2 hard for the Ian, double deuce. Or if you're talking about Brian from Holy Roller, he says 2-2, let's go on a cruise. So we hit a 4. Again, that is no help for me. We are doing the skill 66 here. We are looking for one more inside number yet. Chef John in the house, he goes. Bet you don't remember. You didn't think I'd remember that, would you, John? So that 4 was no help for us. No help whatsoever. We're looking for a 5, 6, 8, or 9 to hit, so we can get an inside number, so we can come back down to that 44 level today. So far, we've been doing really good. And let's go all bets set here. And dice out. Ooh, that left die stuck, guys. I don't know what that is happening there. 5, 2, 7. So we did not get out of this shooter again. So that means we're going to go one more shooter. We're going to ladder up. John, in the chat, please put if you're going to be going live. I know that Brian mentioned he's going to do one more live right after I'm done, before he heads off to the airport to go to Vegas. So put in the chat if you're going to be doing live, so that way we know if we have options as soon as I'm done here for everybody to go to. That would be a good idea, John. Do a potluck for your next meetup. That would be awesome. That would be, if everybody has access to cooking facilities, maybe they'll have to use the Pro Craps kitchen to get their potluck done. But that would be a good idea. Again, we're going to parlay everything up. We're going to ladder everything up. We're going to go $20 pass line bet this time. Let's go back up on that ATS. We did hit the tall earlier today. 2-1-2 is the ATS here. Let's go with a $3 craps check, so that way everything is hedged out. And we're going to call this all bet set here. This will be our last shooter for the day, by the way. And all bet set. Dice out. There we go. We got a 5-3 grade 8. 8 will be our point. And what I need to do, I think, is start increasing that energy level a little bit more. I'm doing a little bit too little. I think that's why some of those dice are sticking a little bit on me. So again, we're laddering everything up this time. So we're going to go 132 inside. Everybody looking for 2 inside box number hits here. Just get $30 on the 5 and 9. We got 36 on that 6. Let's go $15 in pass line odds. 5-4-5-4 hardware set. So John will be live this morning. There is no option. Watch Brian get ready for Vegas and HCS crew. He's just gonna do a fun run. Okay. So guys, he'll probably be doing his daily paycheck this morning. And there's no coffee and craps, I'm assuming, this entire week. But he will be going live, as well as HCS will be going live as well after we're done today. So 5-4-5-4 hardware set. So we've got options this morning. Dice out. And we got a 4-2-6, the 2x4. And that is not the point, so we're going to be able to pressure inside here. So 4-2-6. Let's do a double pressure on the inside. So we're going to press up 2 units. We're going to go to $40 on a 5 and 9. We're going to go to $48 on that 6. Let's pick up an extra $10 on the pass line odds. So we have $25 in pass line odds. And again, we're looking for one more inside hit. We're going to come down to the 44 level, so that way we get back the money that we lost on the last shooter. Plus, we are at that break even for this shooter, so we get out of the roll here. So let's go. And no more coffee and craps forever. You are correct, John. You're going to be rebranding your show. And if anybody's watching this show, you will know what he's leaning towards for his new title. I will not say it in case you want to mention it yourself there. Let's go all bet set. Nice out. And we got a 2-3-5. Perfect. So that is the Justice 5. And we got out of the shooter. We made up for the loss that we had the last time. And we're going to bring our bets down. So we definitely are in the profit right now. We have $95 brought back to the rack. Let's bring all of our bets down. We'll go 44 inside. $10 on the 5 and 9, 12 on that 6, $57 on the table currently. So you did mention it in the chat. He's calling it the coffee run. So guys, if you are not familiar with the coffee run is basically what Ed Robinson coined when he goes to the casino in the mornings. He goes for his coffee run, and he tries to get on the table before everybody else does, so that way he can get more shooting in and does not have to wait for the dice to go all the way around the table. And I think that's an appropriate name, John. That's an awesome choice to have for your rebranding. So let's go all bet set here. Dice out. Dice crossed on me, but we get a 4-2-6, 2x4 again. So we are seeing some consistent repeating numbers, and they are repeating in the same combinations today. So that is nice for me to have happen. Again, if you're watching earlier, we hit the tall. KPI is kind of acting up on me today, so it's kind of a hit or miss thing, but Crapsee is working decent. We are up in profit about almost $100 for the day here. Following the Blue Craps collar rules, I should take all the money off the table, and let's do that once. Let's take all of our money down because we are in the profit about $100 for the day here. So that is blue collar craps rules. Get into your profit, hit your profit goal, get off the table, or at least take your money down and play it out for whatever you can. So we still only have $20 on that pass line. So if we can hit that pass line bet, that'll give us some extra money to play around with. So once we hit our win goal here, dice out. All bets set. And we have another 516. I should have left the money up there. That's a KitchenAid mixer. And that would be Christmas. Sideshow Gamble. I've not seen any videos come up from him lately, but after the first year here, we should have Ed and Gargoyle bringing Chris out into the limelight and working on his shooting capabilities. Practicing on working on how he's shooting the dice at the craps table, and I'm very, very interested to see that series come out. I'm sure that a lot of us are going to be watching. I'm sure a lot of us are going to be learning things about throwing the dice. I know that is what my journey is all about right now, learning my trend betting system, but as well as practicing the dice throwing, shooting at the table, and becoming a better dice shooter. And we've come a long way so far, everyone. But we do have ways to go yet. And again, that show should hopefully give a lot more tips that we can start employing on the level up program. Dice out. And we have a 4, 6, 10. Again, that's Waylon's best friend, Wayne and Big Ben. And that does nothing for my bets. Again, I took all my box numbers off because we hit goal. We're just shooting for that pass line right now. So if we can hit the 8, that'll allow us to go back up and use that profit for fun money, if you will. And we can start trying to increase our bets there. We have 8 minutes left about for our show, if we can get that long with our shooter. We've had 1 decent shooter, 2 medium shooters, and we're on a good roll right now, feeling really comfortable with everything. All bets set. Dice out. And we got a, as I say, we're feeling comfortable. We got a 4, 3, 7, ouch, which is fine for me. I got out of this shooter. I got to my win goal for the day of approximately $100. So I'm happy with that. But let's go through our statistics for the day here, guys. We got a 4, 3 entered in the Crapsee. That clears all the bets. And let's go through our statistics for the day here. So today we had 4 shooters. We had a 5, 5, 7, and a 15. We had, according to KPI, I'm going to go back and clarify these results, but it says an 8.0 SOR, 6.4 on the SRR with only 1 come out 7, which that makes me a little bit happier because I'm trying to decrease the number of come out 7s that I have. We're definitely hitting the 6s today. That has given us that big middle finger right up the center of the column there. Box numbers, inside numbers, 4s and 10s were about expected. Come out 7s are low today. Horns and fields are low today because we're hitting a lot of the box numbers. Hardway is a little bit high, and it shows a dark side play today, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. And here's our brown belt statistics. This is through the end of yesterday. For brown belt, we've thrown 3,457 throws so far. We have a 9.51 SOR, a 6.91 SRR. So I'd like to see that SRR get up a little bit more, a little bit higher. The SOR would be nice as well. But guys, thanks for joining in today. Make sure you head over either to Hawaii Crapshooters for their last final warm-up before they head off to the airport today for going to Vegas, or check out John at Casino Gaming TV. He'll be going live also in about 9 minutes. My name is Joe. This is my Crapsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe and be prosperous.